Oh, guys, what day is it?
Oh, yo, it's the detail monster. It's the more detailed podcast.
Man, dude, that stuff don't.
Okay.
Anyways, guys.
I'm
Who's
Jamie
talking?
Gonzalez.
I'm Nick McGurk.
I'm Chad Stoker.
Man, dude, that was crazy, bro.
Let's go.
That's so crazy, bro.
Almost
What
as
a
crazy.
great-
Almost
what
as
a
crazy
great
as some of these
freaking-
interior details you've been doing lately.
Bro, I've been doing the worst. Dude, it's been rough. But the weather's been nice, right?
It was until today, and then it got rainy.
But bro, like, we need the bad weather, right?
It helps us
No, make
appreciate
money.
the good
No,
stuff.
we gotta make
to make
money, bro.
Okay, none of this. Appreciate.
Dirty people find you. Don't market to. Don't market. They'll call you.
Yeah,
These
but
dirty-
to your point, it's good. It's good to have bad days because then it makes you appreciate the good days more. Yeah,
We'll take anything.
yeah.
Like we don't discriminate. As long as
It
they
does make
pay.
you appreciate and having a dirty car helps you appreciate a clean car more.
Yeah, yeah. And weather does make dirty cars. I mean, in the car wash business, because that's a part of our companies, we supply to car washes. Man, if we don't during the winter, if we don't get snow, if we don't get heavy weather, people don't wash their cars. And if we get too much, it's a balance. Because if we get too much of it, if it snows and snows and snows, people wait because they're like, I'm not going to wash my car now because it's going to be dirty again.
Okay, hold on.
So-
what is the best way to take out salt?
It's a good question. I think you have to start with dry removal. Right?
100%.
Vacuum, compressed air. I mean, wait, what do we got here?
Right here.
Get as much of the
These are
debris
what you
out as
need.
you can. Get as
Yes.
much of the heavy saturation of it as you can.
Okay, and then how? What do you
Chemically,
use?
what?
do you-
Chemically? So when I really went down the rabbit hole of like janitorial carpet cleaning world, I talked to a guy named Scott Warrington. He was with Bridgepoint Aramco, which is actually based here in Salt Lake. And I asked him, how do I remove salt? And they have commercial salt. Because like, think about it. An entryway to a mall with like short nap fiber, like, thousands of people walking in
Like
every day.
high,
The guy sent
trafficking
me,
areas?
yeah. The guy sent me like 7 different articles with different chemicals and processes you could use to remove salt. So it made me like realize there's different ways to do it. One way is a low pH product called urine neutralizer from Bridgepoint. I've used it in cars. It works great. You have to get the area wet, agitate it in, then extract it, and then clean it later. I mean, it's very involved, but it will.
So as a
Neutralize the
detailer that may not deal with heavy saturation of salt on a consistent basis, maybe a handful of times a year.
Bro, can you call yourself a detailer if you don't work in the snow and don't get out salt?
No.
There's a
But
lot
I'm-
of people
I'm
who
saying-
don't know about how to do it because they don't live in a salty, winter
Yeah,
environment. That's why it was hard to find the answers early.
Right.
Because
Or-
most of the mobile detailers doing YouTube early, like even 5 years ago, they were all in California, like
Yeah.
Darren from Auto Fetish,
Yeah, no.
Only person I could find was Larry from Ammo, and he used vinegar.
But if you run and vinegar will do that. But so if you run into a season like we've had where we haven't had a lot of snow, and you've only had to bust those chemicals out a few times because there hasn't been a lot of salt on the roads, like, does it justify going out and getting a specialized cleaner like this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So is there something you can use that's a crossover that you can use a little bit for over here and a little bit for over here? I personally haven't found one that works great. And going back to we had a discussion about this about salt on the exterior. I went down a rabbit hole on that because I thought, or I was under the impression that salt was a higher pH product or a higher pH, chemically. And I read for hours. And what I found is that it is both positive and negative. So it is both kind of alkaline and acidic at the same time. So it's neutral at its base because it kind of cancels itself out. So there's not like a direct, it's a high pH, so use a low pH. So it's a very loaded
Everything
question.
comes down to is just pre-vac. Vac.
Yep.
Big vac, blowout.
Well, if you've never even tried to get salt out, because I agree with you, the mystery is this, you guys. You get it wet, it looks like it's gone. It dries, and that
it
chalky
crystallizes,
white
yeah.
stuff wicks back up, and it's still there. That's the enigma of salt. So if folks out there have never seen it before, that's the issue you're going to run into, right?
Yep.
Is how do you get rid of that?
Stay away from water. Like anytime you're dealing with a lot of salt.
Yeah.
Brush.
Back.
Get as much of the heavy stuff out as you can. Get as much as you can before you have to use any chemical or any water or anything like that. Because if you go saturate, I mean, a lot of the people that have never dealt with it or don't deal with it a lot, their first instinct is, water and salt. Water will dissolve salt, so I'll saturate it with water. So, and what that does is that pushes it down, and salt will resurface. It'll re-wick
It'll wick back up, yeah.
So all you're doing is kind of
So is that like what? So when you're doing an actual stain, there's a stain in the seat. We're talking on the Element right now earlier when you're out there.
Honda Element.
So what exactly causes the wick? See, and I like I said, I know you guys know like what.
I know
causes
that
the wick?
water will, like if you put a paper towel in a glass of water and you just put the tip of the paper towel in there, the water will wick all the way up that towel, right? It will climb up. So I know that happens. I can't tell you the why. Maybe Shad can.
Well, it's,
but knowing that it does that, what can you do is my thought.
Well, first off, why it happens, as far as I understand it. So if you have like the carpet, right, and you have the substrate underneath, so you have the metal underneath, and you have the carpet here. You pour something on there, it's not going to stay there. It's going to go down to the substrate, okay? And then you clean that top surface, but you still have the stuff underneath it. So as it dries, this being a material that absorbs, it's going to act. I mean, what do you do if you throw a rag on a puddle? It soaks it up.
Yeah.
So all that stuff that's still underneath on the substrate, as this dries, it's going to pull it up. So it's going to re-wick. It's re-pulling that stuff up. It's not like it goes away and then comes back. It's still there. It never went away. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
How do you get rid of it? Get as much as you can out before you put any kind of chemical or moisture on there. Control the situation, right? Don't send the car until you've fully seen that it's dry.
Dried. Yep.
And you can verify that it's not going to re-wick. Because you may have to do multiple applications on it.
Yeah, and an end cap cleaner, spray it on a rag, not on the actual carpet, and just try to like blend it in and then dry it quickly. And somehow that will usually coat the fibers. And I don't know if it like prevents the wicking from going through the fiber that you can see or whatever, but it'll work. Anyway,
that's
end
why
cap cleaners work great on
wicking. That's why
wicking.
you always just blow into the fibers. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know.
Like what I'll do is if there's a stain like this, I'll spot treat it, but sometimes I'll just saturate the whole, not really saturate it, but do the whole area. Just go.
And if it dries back a certain
Yeah,
way,
you're blending
then
it. Same premise on headliners. That's where headliners do the same thing. If you have a spot, and if you're not going to clean the whole headliner, which headliners are a whole different animal, right? I don't want to get down that. But if you have one stain that you're going to treat, a lot of guys will clean that area, and it looks good, and then the customer comes back, and it's like they have this clean area, and everything else is dirty. So you have to do the same thing. You have to feather it out. You have to blend it.
Feather it out. Yeah. So same principle. Yeah, you want to blend anytime you're doing spot treatment on upholstery or whatever. You got to think like that. How do I blend whatever I end up with is here? How can I blend it into everything?
You want to spread it out on a far enough horizon that the eye can't see that one area is there. Because if you take something from light and slowly blend it far enough, you're not going to see that transition. But if you have one clean area and then you have these hard edges, it's obviously going to look like crap. So that's the trick. It's some David Blaine shit. You know what I mean? Like figuring out it's the optical illusion.
It really is.
The sleight of hand. You know what I mean? Look over here while I'm.
I don't know, man. It's been a rough.
If the customer don't see it, it's not there.
Few weeks for me.
You had a disaster detail.
I did, dude. We've had bad details. Tons of dog hair.
So let's clarify this.
This was one right here.
When we talking about bad, they were nasty, bad, but you got paid accordingly.
Yeah. We got paid, and I didn't charge it. We didn't charge enough. We charged like 9 hours for this.
So the guy walks in with this. What does he say? And you don't want to talk. He's a paying customer, right? But just give the viewers a sense.
I didn't talk to him, but Trevor told him pretty much. He was like, "Hey," because it was so bad. I'm like, bro, what does he want? Like, and I just said, just tell him like $1,000.
How does it get like this?
This is just max. You just don't care, bro.
But it looks like this stuff's not gonna come out.
Which is so cool. The coolest part about looking at this, right when we looked at it, I looked at this. I'm like, yo, this is all just dry shit. Like, this is dry.
Here's the question, though, because you said you get to this point because you just stopped caring. What clicks to make this person say, okay, now I care and now I want to get it cleaned? Are they selling it? Are they just tired of living in filth?
He was selling this. This guy was selling it. And I said, that's why. And it's actually so gross. And it's like, oh, dude, I was just reading the news. They said that Americans
have the dirtiest cars.
No. Oh, yeah, probably. But this probably will tell you why. That most Americans have the same consistent body fat as pigs. Like, we have the same amount of body fat or more than actual pigs, the average American.
We are the most obese society in...
The average American is fatter than a pig, bro.
Bro,
damn.
I hear pigs are kind of intelligent, actually. Have personalities.
Oh, they're smart, dude.
If they're so smart, how can they figure out how to be a little bit more in shape?
All right, all I know...
Because they just get fit. They eat, bro. They eat. I know, but they'll eat anything.
I know.
What is
They
in
eat
this
each
seat?
other, bro.
What is in this?
Okay,
seat?
so let me tell you what this is. When I'm looking at this is what I looked at it. That was probably like a yogurt. Probably yogurt.
That's
or
the
something
rail.
like
You
that. Bro.
So I don't know that, but
So
you
when I
took
looked-
you
I
took
know,
the
I know,
seats
but
out.
When I looked at this is what I
Chad
looked
said,
at.
"Don't take the seats out."
No. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
He did not say that.
I said, don't take the seats out unless you're insured.
Or you're getting paid
and you're
right for it.
And you're getting paid for it.
And we didn't get paid what we should have got paid on it. But it literally only took us like probably 15 minutes to remove the seats. Like it was really easy.
But
we know the Nissans aren't too bad. Like I'm not gonna pull out seats on. If I know it, it's fine. This was easier to do. But when I looked at this and they brought this into us, automatically I was like, yo, bro, let's just hook these vacuums up. Let's knock it up. We used hardly any water. We didn't use any water doing this.
You got a little
touch on
steam,
this-
little steam.
Steam, yeah, but like Nooks and we always use steam.
Hold on, this is important. I want to say this.
Okay.
You are properly trained to take out seats. You are properly insured to take out seats, and you have the proper equipment to make sure that all the codes are where they're supposed to be after. So it's not
Yeah,
my comment about that, because I was thinking about this today, right? But my comment about that was for the people that are untrained. They watch YouTube, they see seat out details, and they think, oh my God, if I'm going to be a detail, I have to take seats out, and then they go and do it for $300, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. So get paid for it. Be insured for it, and actually know the proper specs and what you're supposed to do to protect yourself. That was the whole premise of that video.
Let me tell you this. This is one way I know when you're not like really, really killing details. Like you don't really do it. If you do not, and most guys don't do this. If you don't have an air mover, you ain't really getting down on these interiors.
On
dryer?
nasty interiors.
Yeah, dude. If you're not using,
Because they get wet.
right there, yeah.
If you're,
Yeah.
Did
The
you extract
seats-
these seats?
no, we didn't extract nothing. No, I actually did. We did treat them. We just did like hand. No, I didn't extract. them.
Okay.
You know
Spray
why?
white?
Because my freaking
This is too early. Remove that.
Did you
No.
did you use steam?
Yeah, we used
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
What
there you
cracked?
go.
What cracked?
The tip of our mighty.
I know a guy that can.
No, I
fix
know,
those.
and I didn't actually. What happened is we had it wrapped around the top and it fell. So, anyways, whatever, shit happens. You know what I mean? But
Always.
we did. I think, what did we use? So I wasn't sure what it was, and that's what I called you when you're out of town. I was like, yo, there's like fucking like mold, bro, like whatever it was. But it wasn't like, I feel like mold, most of it would have like a wet feeling to it, wouldn't you think? I don't know.
It
Like
can
a
dry. I mean,
like a
yeah,
dry mold.
yeah.
We just vacuumed it up and we ended up doing enzymes. So we enzymed it, and I think we did finisher, whatever he did, but mainly
So
it's
low
like-
pH, high pH,
yeah.
peroxide. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do
Dude,
it.
it smelled pretty good at the end, and then we ended up using ozonator. We did a 2-hour run.
What did it smell like?
Feet and ass and
Yeah,
badissi
dude.
and-
Yeah, dude. All of that, dude. It smelled like just.
Well, I mean, you made
skin.
good money on this job though.
Like, I don't know, like dry. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you, bro. It's just like bad
Skin.
breath.
Smell
fucking
like.
just.
Imagine what Homer Simpson's belly button smells like. That's probably what. That's
Yeah,
what
dude.
this-
It's weird because, like, there's people like I'll meet guys that come in like clean people that we see regularly, or like they'll come in and they'll like pre-clean their car, like, oh man, it's so dirty, but they're not the dirty ones, bro.
No.
These dudes.
So people that say it ain't
Yeah,
that
yeah.
bad, right? How's your car? It ain't that bad. They bring it in. This is what ain't that bad is like.
So dude, it was just so bad, bro. Like, so but dude, everybody.
This
needs
is
air
ain't
mover.
that bad.
Yeah, this is the customer when you ask them, "What's the condition of your vehicle?" Like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'll just take the middle package.
I feel like we're the only place that really does bad details anymore. Like
So okay.
everyone I talk to, oh, we don't do that. Oh, we don't do that.
we just do ceramic coatings and
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I guess I don't
Is
know,
that
man.
the dream? Just doing high end work and ceramic coatings, or
No,
or
I
you
know.
think-
Yeah, I'm not doing it right because I'm not. We do everything. Like, if they come, we do.
bro. But the reality is if you look at what he made per hour per person, it's the same as on a ceramic coating in most cases. So the dollar per hour is if you're doing it, and he felt like he undercharged for it, but he still made his shop rate. So like,
Well, it's a tough one. How do you know without seeing it in person, right?
So when he brought it in, like right off the bat, like 3 hours, 350 is our minimum. So that gives you 3 hours. So like if it takes long, we tell him that too. Say, all right, cool, it's not that bad. Okay, if it's a 2-hour job, then we'll tell you. But this is just what it is. I said, look, dude, I'm gonna pre-vac for 3 hours.
It's true.
I'm gonna spend 3 hours crying about what this is gonna take before I even do anything.
Yeah. So it's gonna be. And I said I can stop at that and then give you a call and then I'll show you. I'm like, and I'm telling you right now, we vacuum like madman. Like, bro, it would, if you try to do it yourself, it'd probably be like it'd take you 8 hours.
Well, I'm seeing you using this new Tornador tool, and it's not even moving the stuff. Like, you have to? How did you get that hair out?
We use our rubber gloves.
Okay.
Rubber gloves and then we have like a lily brush, but my main thing was just the rubber gloves.
Oh, those factory detail cards.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had the, what are they called? The other hair ones.
The frills.
Not the frills.
The pet stone.
And then at the end of our vacuum.
Real detailers use razors.
Oh, razors.
To just shave the carpet fiber. When you can't get the dog hair and you just shave off half the carpet just to get it off. That's how you know you're a real detailer.
Man, whatever, dude.
Whatever. No,
all I'm saying is rough, but dude, let me tell you though, one thing I'm so stoked about is this is the new thing. And I just had you go try it.
What's the difference?
It's smaller. It's a little bit smaller. And I think it's just more direct. So I feel like this is more powerful than this.
Yeah, the little one. The little one, it feels more.
This feels, and I think so. I don't know. Like, you got to try it yourself.
It felt like it.
You've tried them both too?
Well, he told me about it. I'm like, nah, because I haven't tried them side by side. So I went out and moved some water with it and
yeah, even I have the rat company went out there too. I'm like, dude, this is dope. And the cool thing about it is I like all the plastic or the rubber. This is good rubber filler.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, it feels super ergonomic in your hand, right?
Yeah, and it's just
like, why do I have a gun all these
years?
You
just pop that. You can just pop that in your pocket.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. You can just stick that on your on your thing and have it chilling. If you have the right cord for it, like
no, it's great
for pads. This is great for
innovation. It's cool because you didn't think. At least obviously none of us thought that, but that's just dope. Like, take that off. But why do you need that?
What do you think, like, in 10 years they're going to say about, like, the dark ages of detailing in 2024 where they were still using ceramic coatings and, like, blowout tools?
Say, hey, do you remember when they used to use humans to do detailing?
Really?
Because it's going to be,
dude.
I know. I don't know.
10 years, who knows, right? But
have robots.
No, yeah,
I wish I could see the future like that.
And, dude, because right now, if we're killing pigs right now, like, we're that fat.
Bro, in 10 years, we won't need cars because no one's going to leave their house. Because everything will be AI, just be able to sit in your front room and just live your life.
I'm leaving my house, bro.
Wow, for sure.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Have y'all tried these Apple Vision Pros yet? Whatever they're called.
Nah, dude.
Bro, my brain is already going 3 million miles a minute. The last thing I need is more things catching my attention. No.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I just think that no one wants to work.
Nobody wants to work.
Detailing is such hard work, and everything's work, and no one wants to do it.
That's one thing you told me real early on is like,
let me ask you this:
chemical or tool, it's still work.
Because the perception is like I want to do paint correction because that's easier and it's sexier, but in reality, is doing a full paint correction easier than like doing hard interior work? I don't think so. I feel like it's labor taxing.
But you finish on details. Like, you can never really finish. Like we talked about.
There's always more to do. Yeah,
you can always do more, and it's really weird for me to talk about, like, yeah, we do more polishing. I would say like 95% of shops we're polishing more than anybody. Like, my guys are on it all day long. And I think it's crazy. Like, yeah, if you just want to do that, that's just not your business model. But guess what? We don't like spots emptying the shop.
No, man. The business model is make money.
So it's for me, if you're like, oh, I only worked 3 hours today, I'm like, dude, that means I only did, because I'll talk to guys and I'm like, yeah, I did a paint correction today in 4 hours. Like, well, so what? Then you just went home? And like, yeah, I know they just go home because a lot of guys do that. No, bro, like, that's not what it's about. That means to me, I lost 7 hours of my day. Yep. I guess unless you're different, you want to go and hang out with your family, whatever. I'm not going to do that.
But still, man, you can work on your business. If you only have 4 hours with work, that other 4 hours should be spent learning a business skill or doing some SEO or doing something to improve the business side of it. Guys do the labor part of it, and then they're like, oh, my job's done. And then tomorrow they're like, I don't have any work, and they don't know why.
Yeah, and then they tell me, bro, you're doing a detail interior, you guys. I'm like, man, whatever, bro. Like,
that's funny.
And you're like,
I've been trying to learn Photoshop, dude. I've been taking this online course learning Photoshop, trying to get thumbnails better. Like, there's always stuff to learn.
Yeah.
Always.
But you're that type of person, though. Like, you always, like, when you finish that, you're going to do something else.
I think self-improvement is something that I think we're all into for
And
sure.
you're the same way.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the same way.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to just stop there.
No.
I'm just going to, I don't know. But people are different. You know, whatever you want to do, your business model is just doing that. And you only want to work 2 hours or 3 hours a day, because if you're only doing paint corrections and you only need one customer a day and you're a pro, it shouldn't take you all day to do any car.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the detailing lifestyle. You know, I hear guys talking about, you know, create a business that you know, is conducive to your lifestyle. Have, you know, work your 30-40 hours a week and then have free time. And it's like that's great, but eventually, like, if you're working to pay your bills, so you can, and then you have time, but you're not building your future, eventually that's going to catch up to you. You have to be working for tomorrow. You have to be progressing. You have to be doing more than you need to. If you're only doing what you need to, you're falling behind. There's going to be a day that comes where you can't do what you don't have. You can't afford what you need. You know what I mean? Like, there's not. Yeah, that shit just doesn't fly. You know what I mean?
I don't think. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you.
I agree as well.
But one thing we got to agree to this, and going to get some motivation right
Let's
here.
go right now. Hold on.
hear
I'm going
this
to turn
out.
this down real quick. All right. I feel like I'm about to have my life changed. Hold on.
I asked for strength, and God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom, and God gave me problems to solve. I asked for courage, and God gave me dangers to overcome. I asked for love, and God gave me troubled people to help. My prayers were answered.
Look, take the religious aspect out of it and look at the message. Like, we ask for the opportunities. We ask, oh, I want to do this and I want to be this. We get the opportunities, but because they're not direct, it's like, you know, oh, here's this opportunity. Because we have to act on it, because we have to actually take action, we don't. Because we're so afraid of the criticism if we take the action and we fail. The reality is the pain of inaction will far outweigh the far of incorrect action, because incorrect action is overcomable. If you act and you fail, you can learn and you can adapt, and that will make you better. The reality is we're so scared of judgment, of what other people think. Okay, we're so worried about other people liking us, when the reality is the people that we want to like us don't even like themselves, but we're worried about them liking us. So the only thing that matters is how you feel about yourself at the end of the day.
Hell
like
yeah.
when you can go home and you can know that you did what you said you were going to do, when you can be a man of your word and stick to the things that you set for yourself, when you can do that without fear of judgment of others, and your only concern is how you feel about yourself, how you feel about yourself when you are by yourself is all that matters. That's when you become unstoppable.
God damn, bro. God damn, bro. God damn, dude. Well, grab me this right here. One more thing, though. No, you got to grab that Jimbo thing.
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
You got to grab this. We're going to make a video on this.
Hard as shell.
Hard as shell. But, God damn.
Trying to get it? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, dude. If you tried it, then another great day. Jamie Gonzalez.
Nick McGurk.
I'm Chad Stoker. Man, we out.